Hotep family, Hotep. I know I'm not, my face is not showing yet. We welcome y'all to come on in. Pray that you all is well. Ashe. Hotep Queen Amari. Hotep to you. Hope all is well. I'll be coming in live in a minute. Ashe. All right. All right. Jordy Leasia. Queen Leasia. King Kiamu. Yes. I'm going to come on in. Just trying to get some stuff together here. Ashe. Hope everybody's well. All right, brothers and sisters. Hotep, Amandla. I just got off the phone in a minute ago. But put some music on. All right, let's put some music on. Get this thing popping. Hope everybody's well. Please share if you know how to share. If you dare. Okay. All right, let's do this. I like this song. We're going to do this one. Sounds of Blackness. Brother, to carry.
Slavery. 300 years like beast of burden, nation built on our back.
Come on, bro. You can't be doing this.
Many believe we were animals because our skin is black. Even the Constitution said we're only 3/5 human. And that mentality is still a reality. Police brutality, harassment and discrimination, poverty, injustice, pain and humiliation. We declare. human family. We gave this nation and the world soul and humanity. We matter 'cause our contributions help and inspire. We matter. All people everywhere to reach higher and higher. We matter 'cause we are God's children, beautiful to behold. We are far more precious than diamond, silver, and gold. One more kind and second to none, our value and our worth, just as great as anyone, anywhere on earth. We proclaim Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter. We're not ashamed. Black Lives Matter, 'cause all lives matter. Hands up and talk, don't shoot. I can't breathe. No justice, no peace, no peace. Together we stand. Black Lives Matter. America's got a lot of problems, but together we can solve them. Baltimore, Chicago, LA, New York, Ferguson, we need everyone. Red, brown, yellow, black, and white. All precious in His sight. Catholic, Protestant, and Jews, Muslim, Buddhist, and Hindu. Hey! This is our irreplaceable and extraordinary. Sing it proud. All life matters. Don't you? I can't breathe. Justice, no peace. Hand in hand together. Together we stand. Yeah. Don't you? I can't breathe. No justice, no peace. Hand in hand together. Together we stand.
Ashe.
Why do I care so much what people think about me?
Okay, I'm multitasking right here. All right, my brothers and sisters, I greet you in the ancient Kemetic language. Let me get this off. Okay. All right. I think I'm on. It froze on here. Trying to make sure I'm on right. All right. All right, my brother, I'm sorry. I greet you in our ancient Kemetic language, Hotep, which means peace. And I also say to you, brothers and sisters, with enthusiasm and the spirit of the Creator and our ancestors, Amandala. Amandala, which means power, power to the people. Thank you for coming in on this afternoon, brothers and sisters. And I do not take your presence lightly. Those of you who may watch this later on, as I know that people do, throughout the week, throughout the day. My name is James Anyabwile, and I'm the spiritual teacher, aka the spiritual awakener of the God in Action Ministries Spiritual and Cultural Center, located here in the Albany, New York. All right, so thank you once again. If you know how, brothers and sisters, because could you share this with someone, let them know that we're on live. One of our 3 platforms, we're on Facebook Live, we're on my personal site, and we also on the YouTube. So if you know how to share that, we would appreciate that, because when you tune in, brothers and sisters, you become the part of the village, the tribe, the family, the gang, the posse. All right. And so you help us to reach others, you know, each one reach one, each one teach one. So I would appreciate that very much. And also, I would like to thank you, those of you who support this channel, this platform on a consistent basis. Those of you who tune in, those of you who share, we really appreciate that so much. And we thank you for that. And do not take what you do lightly, and much appreciated. Brother Ikichi's in the house. All right. All right. I'm going to move in. I'm not going to wait, you know. I don't know why people like to watch it after it's over. Well, maybe they got other things they want to do, right? No sweat, no sweat. I like, come on in, people who watch, come on in and fellowship, man. We too backdoorish. And gotta get it up backdoor stuff, peeking our head in. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody know I'm here. I don't want to fellowship. I'm just gonna peek my head in. Come on, we got to connect. I know COVID got us all tripping, all isolated and acting like little ferrets. I'm not talking about you. I'm speaking in general. Now we scared to come out and fellowship. Not even on social on technology. All right. Anyway, brothers and sisters, thank you for tuning in. We're going to go into the lesson today, and I hope that you get something out of it. Once again, brothers and sisters, I just want to keep this up front that my job or my assignment, my mission is not to try to convince you to believe what I believe or try to convert you in some religion, because I do not subscribe to any religion, none. All right. I'm not trying to teach you what to think, but how to think, to become more of a critical thinker. All right. My job is to inform, not to convince. My job is to challenge you, not to promise you God is going to do this and Jesus is going to do this. If you pray 5 times, this is going to happen. If you go into an anointed line, this is going to happen. I'm not going to tell you all of that. But I'm here to challenge you, because the God within has given you the power to do what you need to do for yourself and for your family. All right. So I just want to keep that up front. All right, because this is going to take some internal work, some personal work on your part. I can't do it for you. You can't do it for me. Nobody else can do it for you. You got to do it for yourself. All right. Life is what you make it. All right. Those of you who have saw the topic on the platform, the topic is when you know better, you can do better. When you know better, you can do better. I know that you heard topics or that saying said in different ways. All right. Brother Kamal, is that Gotti Dior? Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you. You're the most important person in the room right at this time. All right. It's an honor to be in your presence. King Dawood, Minister Dawood, my Muslim minister brother, leader, teacher, lecturer, organizer. Thank you for tuning in, King. Once again, the subject is when you know better, you can do better. And I hope you can get something out of what I'm going to say today. We sometimes, I'm laying my foundation, make mistakes or do wrong because of our ignorance or inexperience. I know for a fact that as long as we live, we're going to make some mistakes. We're going to mess up. Sometimes we're going to feel like we failed or failures. But when we experience those things, the key thing is this, that we learn lessons from what we experience, our wrongdoings, our mistakes, our failures, our mess ups. Learn lessons from them so that we don't waste our whole life repeating them all over and over and over again. It makes sense, right? The first time you do something, or I do something, when I say you, I'm speaking to myself too. The first time you do something that you had no business doing, that you had no business saying, it can be considered as a mistake. All right, you made a mistake. I made a mistake. But after the first time, which we can say it's a mistake, if we do it again, that's not a mistake. That's a decision we made. Am I right? Once you and I have learned more, when it comes to learning lessons from our failures and mistakes and whatever it may be, once you have learned more, you should show more understanding and improvement on your past actions. Makes sense, right? When a person knows better, but just don't want to do better, the world have a way of teaching that type of person some harsh lessons. I'm a witness. According to the scriptures, the African revolutionary Jesus, he says, and you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. You heard that before, right? Any human being can do better, live better, think better, right? If they're not tied down or chained down emotionally, mentally, spiritually, or physically. Am I right? So when Jesus says, and you shall know the truth, and it will set you free, what he was saying is, he was saying to his students, you have to move beyond believing to knowing. Hope you're walking with me. You got to move beyond believing than knowing. Because not knowing leads people into confusion when it comes to their school education. You know, people going to school, public school, college, $100,000 in debt, and they come out just as confused as it was when they went in. If not knowing leads people into confusion, right? It causes you to be confused about your history, your culture, your religious practices. Not knowing will confuse you about your sexual identity. It can confuse you how to raise a child nowadays. People are confused. How do I raise my child? Should I just let them, whatever feels good, let them do it? Let them explore, let them experience. How do I raise my child today? Not knowing will confuse the hell out of people. It'll confuse you when it comes to operating and functioning in your marriage, in your home, in a relationship. Not knowing can confuse a person on how to establish and run their home. Not knowing can confuse you on how you should spend your money or manage your money. Oh, yeah. We talking about when you know better, you what? Do better, but not knowing will confuse the hell out of you. And you find yourself doing all kind of things that does not serve your life well. I hope I'm not confusing you. No pun intended. I watched this podcast. I watched this podcast the other day, and it was talking to these, the young people. You know, the modern, this generation, the modern day young people coming up. And one of them was this sister. It don't matter what gender it was, but this sister. She said, "We don't do that old fashioned stuff no more. This is modern times. We have to update our stuff. Let go to that old stuff, the old fashioned stuff. You know what I'm saying? We modern day thinkers and doers. movers and shakers. Okay, cool. That's a blessing. And this person came in after her and says, well, he said to her, he was saying to her, he said, well, when our grandparents and our parents who were old fashioned, I ain't talking about no just modern day parents and grandparents. You got grandparents who's 25 years old nowadays. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about Big Mama. I'm talking about parents who was raised the old fashioned way. That's what I'm talking about. Not putting nobody else down, but I'm talking about the one with that old fashioned flavor. I grew up, I thank God I was able to grow up under that old fashioned Big Mama flavor. Okay. But the guy said, he said, when our parents and our grandparents did things the old fashioned way, their marriages lasted longer. They had structure and rules in their home. Their children was raised to respect their parents, themselves, and their elders. He says when our parents and our grandparents grew up and was practicing the old way of doing things, he said their house didn't have much. They didn't have a lot of money, but a little went a long way. Then he concluded saying that, this is a conclusion when he responded after the sister. He said, it seemed like people who desire to live according to the knowledge of the modern times, people who want to live according to that, seem to not be getting the same results than our old-fashioned acting grandparents and parents did back in their day. He said, look at the proof. Look at today's proof. Look at the condition of the people. Our old-fashioned parents and our old-fashioned grandparents was able to do better because they knew better. And today, these modern-day minds who talk about we ain't going to do that old-fashioned stuff, they're not getting the same results because they don't know much. They think they know a lot. They think they know everything. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. Come on, talking to our younger generation. We got the older generation like that too. Think you know everything, but don't know nothing. Because when you know better, you'll do better. Am I making sense, my brothers and sisters? So we have this modern day generation who says the old-fashioned way. We're going to disregard that. We're going to abandon that. We're going to do it our own way, the modern type of way. Right? So what they're saying is they got eyes, but they cannot see. They have ears, but they cannot hear. They got a mind, but cannot comprehend. They have direction and instructions from those who came before them, but they cannot get where they want to be or where they need to go. Because they don't want to study and follow those who knew better than they knew and did better than what they're doing. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Because this modern day thinkers don't want to hear or learn, apply anything that the older generation have taught them. They will keep doing what they're doing. I'm not saying everybody's doing bad, everybody's not messing up. But look at the results, y'all. Something ain't right. Something's telling somebody to do the wrong things, and they're following it. I learned a long time ago that wise people learn from other people's successes and their mistakes and their failures, but modern thinkers, this is how they think. I want to do things the way I want to do it. Modern day thinkers. I'm just hang with me, y'all. All right. This is what they call the age of Aquarius. age of information, where with just a press of a button, you can access and obtain all kinds of information about anything to help you to improve the quality of your life. Yes. But it appears to me that too many of our people, too many of us are more dedicated to ignorance. Ignorance means to ignore the truth or to not knowing. They're more dedicated to ignorance than they are to gaining and applying right knowledge so that they can transform into into the best version of themselves. You heard that saying, brothers and sisters, knowledge is power. I want to switch it up a little bit though, y'all. I would say proper knowledge is power and life transforming only if applied. You can have all the information and knowledge in your head. You just walking around with a big-headed library. We have to apply that knowledge. That's when power comes in. So anything that you allow to enter your eye gates and your ear gates via videos or media, social media, television, literature, books, or conversation, it should be designed to teach you to do things better than you are doing at the time, at this time. Because life is about gaining right knowledge. Life is about growth and growing. Am I right? What's the subject, y'all? When you what? Know better, you can do better. Or you can say you will do better. Or you should do better. Whatever you want to put there. I'm going to just jump around a little bit, but just hang with me. I believe this is true. I believe that if more people would have listened, right, and took seriously and applied what they were being told for years, like I was telling people for years, sharing with other people for years, right? If they would have took it seriously and applied it, I think they would be in a better position, or they probably would be in a better position while going through this so-called, this serious recession, this inflation, right? Many of you, if you've been on this platform or you've been under my teaching for the last 20 years, only a handful have probably, but I know since I've been on this platform, the last 3 years on the platform, I've been teaching, saying this to the people to start saving some money, put some money away. Things are gonna get rough. I've been teaching stop your excessive spending on material things that you really don't need. If you remember, I was saying this stuff before this recession came, right? I was telling people stock up on some food while the food is cheap, canned goods and dry goods and stuff like rice and pasta, all these different things. Remember I was teaching this way before the recession? I was saying cut down on going on expensive vacations and cruises and Cancun in Mexico and all these different places, because when they shut everything down and they open it back up, right? Everybody's, I'm going away. I'm going away. I'm going away. They just wanted your money. I told people to chill out, y'all. Hold back. Things gonna get rough. I told people to start cutting down. I didn't say stop doing it. Start cutting down on going out and social events and entertainment. But I believe a lot of people, to them, it's sounding like I or people like me were just player hating because we couldn't do those things or we wasn't doing those things. I feel they thought we was buzzkills, how young people say it, conspiracy theorists. Oh, everybody talk about things going to get bad and the food crisis and the gas price. Oh man, all that crazy conspiracy stuff. They thought people like me was crazy or out of our mind. Or we want to stop them from living their best life. We told a lot of you. And I'll share it again that I believe if people would have listened and applied that knowledge, they would be in a better position than they are at this time during this inflation and recession. Am I right? Because I was not trying to stop you from doing what you want to do, living your life and all these different things. But look what's going on today. High gas prices. That's going to stop you. High rent. You can't get an apartment no more under $900 or $900. Right? You got high gas price, high rent, electricity bill, mortgages. Interest rates are going up higher. Electricity bill, heating bill, clothing, entertainment is sky high. Going on vacations, repairing your car, health care, all those things that you was warned about would happen. Happened. And a lot of people are struggling. A lot of people are concerned. A lot of people are worried. If you knew better, you could have done better. And that's why it's important to open your mind to proper knowledge. Because it'll teach you to know better so that you can do better. Am I making sense? According to the Census Bureau, brothers and sisters, I've been living under the poverty line for many years. I've been doing this preaching thing for the last 20 years. Yep. And probably 15 of those years, probably full time. Just doing this. Y'all think people, preachers and teachers make a killing? Some do. This right here don't give you no rewards, man. No financial rewards. You know, some people are getting it, but you know, I'm not complaining. Trying to make a point. According to this business Census Bureau, I've been living on the poverty line for many years now. Yeah. So I know what it's like to not have. I know what it's like to not have much. Because a long time ago, I had to learn how to not let my wants override my needs. I had to learn how to not live above my means. I learned better. So when you learn or know better, you what? You can do better. I'm in a position like anybody else. During this recession and during these difficult times and high prices and inflation and all these different things, I'm in the same position. Prices going up, but your salary on your job is not increasing. Bills going up, but what you make is not increasing. No raises. So, but when you know better, you do better. So you have to learn how to manage what you have and not live above your means. And not trying to keep up with other people, right? And there's some of you who still, I still got it. You know what I'm saying? I still got it to give. You see what's going on around you? How long do you think that's going to last? You think things ain't changing around you. Prices ain't changing around you. Inflations and all these different things and interest rates are not changing around you. You still, because I got it, I'm still going to do it. Yeah. How long do you think that's going to last? That's why you got to look. When you know better, you do better. Now, I want to deal with this, and I'm going to close out. I shared this before a while back, and I hope this is helpful. It's a topic of subject that cannot be exhausted, right? It's about bringing people into your life, bringing people into your personal business, bringing people into your confidence or into your circle. Brother and sister, you got to get out of, I believe this is a good person, into knowing if that is a good person or not. Okay? It didn't say if you believe better, you can do better. No, if you know better. Am I right? So you guys get out of believing they are good people to knowing they are good people, especially nowadays. Yes, especially nowadays. When it comes to meeting people, you must know what category to place them in. You don't just place everybody in friendship category because you get along with them, because they make you laugh, because they make you smile. Okay? All these people that you think you got in your circle, all of them cannot be trusted. Don't you tell me. I know they've been in my life for a long time. Okay, keep on living. If you have not got burnt already. Because you get along and they make you smile and all these different things. And you know what I'm saying? All of them can't be trusted. And they all is not worthy to be placed in the category of friendship. So when you meet people, you have to be able to put them, know where to put them, what category to put them when they come into your life. All right? You automatically, who's this? Oh, it's my friend. When you meet him 2 months ago. Huh? Who's that? That's my boy. When you meet him last week, we cool. Coming all up in your house, around your woman, around your kids, around your man. You telling him or her all your business. Man, look, friends do not come a dime a dozen. All right? Yeah, you got a whole bunch of people you know. You may be popular, but friends don't come a dime a dozen. They're hard to find. As once again, especially nowadays. Today, a lot of people are desperate. They're struggling. They're conniving. They have become manipulative because of the changes of things in this world and the lack of things and the difficulty of getting things. Man, they out there seeking relationships for all the wrong reasons, trying to befriend people for all the wrong reasons. Man, today, 2003 and further, I mean, every day is you have to watch out for the wolves in sheep clothing, male and female, young and old alike. I'm going somewhere with this. We talk about meeting people and bring them into your life. Stop believing they're good people. You have to learn to you have to know. Now you have to know. Not believe. You can believe whatever you want to believe. That don't make it true. So I'm not trying to get you to be paranoid or cause you to have greater trust issues than what you really greater trust issues than what you already have. I know a lot of us have trust issues, so I'm not trying to increase that on you, make you paranoid when it comes to people. No. All I want you to do is inform you so that you can better judge those you have allowed in your circle, and you will one day allow it into your circle. You got to examine the ones you do have in right now and examine those who are coming in to see what category they fit in. I'm going to give you the category. There's 3 categories that you place people in. And when you placed in, if they're not placed in friendship, brothers and sisters, you don't feel bad about that. You're not a bad person. I don't want to do that to them. It ain't about nobody making them feel good. It's about you being honest with yourself. It's about you doing better for yourself and yours. There's 3 categories. When you meet somebody, they could be an acquaintance. You may have a whole bunch of people that you know. You have to put some people in the category of acquaintance. Acquaintance is somebody you know something about. You probably know their cousin. They're one of their homeboys. You probably know their auntie. You know what I'm saying? And you heard something about the person from a friend or somebody. Right? But you don't know the person. You just heard something about it. Right? You don't build no trustful relationship with that person. You don't build no intimate or no sexual relationship with that person. Not an acquaintance. I'm talking to the male and female. All right. You don't build that kind of relationship with an acquaintance. You have to know which ones of those in your circle around you belong in that category. What's his name? Oh, I know her. I know him. That's so-and-so's cousin. That's so-and-so's grandma. That's so-and-so's granddaughter. Okay, but what do you know about them? Nothing. That's an acquaintance. Now, the other category, that's number 1. The second category, when people are in your life, brothers and sisters, once again, I'm not off track. I'm talking about believing in knowing. You have to start going beyond belief and get into knowing. You have to know what category to place these people at in your life. So you have the acquaintance, then you have the associate. The associate. The associate is someone you have something in common with. You got something in common. You like fishing, eating certain foods, cooking certain foods. You know what I'm saying? You got something in common, like the same sports. Watching the same kind of movies. Like you like going to church or going to concerts and stuff like that. Associates. Well, with an associate, you do not have a trustful, intimate relation with them. With an associate, you do not have a sexual relation with them. Associate, you don't allow them in your confidence, around your family, around your children, telling them your damn business. Not an associate, not with an acquaintance, not with an associate. Put those people in the categories they belong in, because everybody ain't your friend because they make you smile and you can call them and tell them everything you want to tell them, and they appear to be good and they appear to be there for you. Then we're going to deal with friend. A friend, this is the third category. And that category should not be full at all. I know, don't tell me who my friends are. I'm not. See, you look at the story of Jesus. It's a story. But you can gain principles and truths from the story to guide your life. He had 12 brothers that he done anything for, put his life on the line for, and one of them betrayed him. One of them was the devil. The moral of the story is everybody around you ain't down with you. What's that saying, Brother Tybidi? All skin folk ain't kinfolk. Or all kinfolk ain't skinfolk, something like that. A friend is quite different from the acquaintance and an associate. To build a true friendship takes years. It takes years to build. It requires you to ask hundreds, if not thousands, of real questions. It requires you to spend quality time with the person before placing that person in a friendship category. in quality time is not always having sex, knocking boots. You know what I'm saying? It's not always that. A friend is someone who will support you no matter what. Yes. They'll tell you the truth. They'll even defend you when you are wrong. But they will not sign off on your wrongdoing. Yeah, they wrong, but you ain't gonna talk about them. They wrong, but you ain't gonna do nothing to them. But they ain't gonna sign off on their friends wrong. You know you wrong. But ain't gonna let nobody just dog you. You know what I'm saying? I believe if you knew better, you'd have done better. Now you know better, do better. That's a friend. A friend, as I said, a friend, you can tell them intimate things about yourself, your family, whatever it may be, your relationship, your marriage. It will never leak out. And with a true friend, you can dare to be yourself around them without being judged or abandoned or hated because you just being yourself. They accept you as you are. But if you have some little dysfunctional ways, they love you too much to leave you as you are. A friend, a true friend, they're trusted. They always have your best interest in mind, your family's best interest in mind. You can trust them around your children. You can trust them around your boo. You can trust them around your spouse without them trying to take them or violate them. So when you place people where they belong, the category they belong in your life, you can do better, hear me, in protecting yourself, protecting what you value the most, and protect what you work so hard to build. When you know what category to place these people around you in, because the more people that you bring into your life, the more they know, and the more they know about you, the more they can destroy what you have. So you don't put everybody in a friendship category. That's the one you can tell everything to. But an acquaintance, an associate, now if you're talking to the acquaintance, your associate, and a friend, all your business, the more people know about you, the better, the quicker, or the more they can destroy you. Are you hearing me, brothers and sisters? When you know better, you can do better. If you didn't know better, you know better now. So do better. And one more thing. According to our African culture, our ancestors, they instruct us, man or woman, know thyself. You say you know better, you do better. Know thyself. When you know thyself, get to know yourself better. You do things to better yourself. You will treat yourself better. And you will not ask others to treat you better. You will demand that they treat you better, treat you as you treat yourself. If I treat myself good and proper and right and treat you the same way, I'm not asking you for a damn thing. I'm demanding that you give it in reciprocal. Unless I ain't gonna have nothing to do with you. This is where the world is today, y'all. So when you know thyself, you know what I'm saying, you'll do better when it comes to yourself. That's why it's so important to tap into your Black history, not just 1 month out of the year, February, but 365 days out of the year. Because when you know yourself better, you will treat yourself better. And you'll do better when it comes to yourself. So from this day forward, brothers and sisters, it's my land. From this day forward, and I know I've been a little jumping around, you know what I'm saying, because there's so much to say, but you can't, hold you for hours to say it. So I was just trying to get everything in. I hope it wasn't confusing. Hope you was able to follow me. You can listen to this all over again, take some. Hope you're taking a few notes. So from this day forward, you should no longer say, I think, or I believe I can do this and that. Can you do that, Bob or Mary? I think I can. I believe I can. No, stop that kind of language. No, you got to say that I know I can. I know I can. Are you hearing me, brothers and sisters? Yes, you have made many mistakes. Yes, we have made bad decisions in life, but take them as valuable lessons learned. All right? And stop beating yourself down for what you did or did not do in the past. Are you hearing me? If you knew better, I believe if you knew better, you would have done better. But now that you know better, you can no longer make excuses for why you keep doing the same things that bring you the same undesired results. Now that you know better, you can do better. You should do better. And so should I. I hope you got something out of this, my brothers and sisters. Thank you for listening to what I shared today. Your patience on today. Hope you got something out of it. Hope you can share it with somebody. And I hope it was beneficial for you. All right. And so once again, appreciate you, brothers and sisters. And those of you who would like to see our work continue, where we can help other people, continue to do our work, reach other people. If you feel it's worthy or valuable enough, we pray if you can give us a contribution or donation, if you like to, or if you can, that would be very helpful for us. We don't do this for money, I always say, but it takes money to do this. We got lights, we got internet, all this stuff is not cheap. Equipment, you try to keep things at least a little decent, so we would appreciate if you can help us out. The information's at the bottom of the screen, you know what I'm saying? And you also can share with some friends and family members who you feel who have a heart to help ministries or platforms who really try to do something good and positive. They want to contribute to it, whatever it may be. We're not asking you how much to give, whatever it may be, anything else. Okay? We thank the one or two of you, or the three of you. You may be on here, you may not be on here. I'm not sure if you are listening. Thank you for your contributions that you give at times. Okay? So thank you. The information at the bottom of the screen, Cash App, $ GIAM number 20. That's our Cash App. Our PayPal is paypal.me/HOTEP number 2, which is Hotep number 2. If you would like to help us, we would definitely appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? If you do not have to give, we understand. And if you have to give, you just don't want to give, we understand that too. Okay? So we don't take stuff personally. All right? I used to, but I don't do that no more. Because you never know what a person's situation is. All right? So thank you very much, my brothers and sisters. Much love and respect. I leave you as I greeted you with a hotep, which means peace. And you know how we leave up out of here, brothers and sisters. Let's raise that beautiful fist. All right? Let's raise that beautiful fist. I think I see my beautiful sister, Dee Dee Wilson, my biological sister on. I think I saw her name. Ashe. Ashe. Thank you, Queen Sister, for coming on. Let me see. Yep. I believe so. Yep. All right, brothers and sisters, let's get up out of here. Time is up. Amandla. 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 Which means power. Power to the people. Peace, my brothers and sisters. See you next time. Thank you.